and welcome back to my channel. I am Kay the Bookworm. In today's video, I'll be doing my December wrap up and my January TBR, so stay tuned. So I hope you guys had a great Christmas, a very great New Year's. For me, Christmas was very chilled. I got to spend time with my family. As far as New Year's, I basically just chilled, read a lot. Also, I did finish my book at the wee earlies in the morning of New Year's Eve, so I did accomplish my goal. My book is completely done, and I'm super excited to share the news with you guys about it, but I can't tell too much because I'm still in the process of getting everything together. So once everything is officially and final, then I'll definitely be on here and telling you guys. So for my wrap up, I said I was going to do 4 books. I only did 2 because I was more focused on trying to get my book done than actually reading. So the first book that I did finish reading was the sequel to And Then There Was You. It was called And Then There Was You 2 by Monet. I do talk about the book in my 10 top books of 2020, so I'll leave that in the cards because I'm not really going to go into it because the same thing I'm going to say is the same thing I said in the video. So if you want to listen to my review and the synopsis of that book, definitely watch my 10 top books of 2020. The next book that I did read, and it's kind of funny because I read it as soon as I got done recording my TBR for December, was Butterfly 3 by Ashley Antoinette. So this basically is the sequel to Butterfly 2. It picks up exactly where it left off in Butterfly 2. And Morgan and her messy love square. I can't even call it love triangle, it's a love square. In this book, you get to see how Morgan kind of is still holding on to the 2 top secrets that we find out what happened in Butterfly 2. Far as she graduates college, but at the same time, her graduating college comes with a big, huge price that she's not ready for at all. I honestly believe she's not ready for it. I honestly also believe that even though she graduated college, she is basically going down the same path as her sister Raven, from moth to a flame, and it's not looking good for her in my opinion. Like I said, the 2 main secrets, I was happy that she told one. I just felt how she told it and how she said it was kind of off, but I'm happy she told one. The second one she told, the second one that happened, the secret that she was trying to hold, I should say, I knew it was going to happen that way, but I didn't think it was going to happen how it happened, if that makes any sense to me, because I feel as if she could have prevented the second secret. She couldn't prevent the first one, but the second one she could have prevented. I'm just going to be honest with you. She could have prevented that secret, because I honestly don't think that the person that the secret was upon, what that was on, would have been mad at her. Me personally, I don't think that, but that's just me. Far as Messiah, it definitely did give me a more insight on him and how he was raised as a child to how he is now. Amik, that's my baby, but he is just so conflicted and very upset. And that girl Livy, I don't like her. I feel as if she's the ops. I feel as if she is basically setting Amik up for something huge that's going to take down. That's just my freaking opinion. And far as Bella and Henny, I love how Ashley kind of did like a little backdoor pilot to how their book is going to be portrayed, because she is doing a book on Bella called Bloom. And far as Ethic and Alani, they're just getting ready for their baby to happen. They're to come. I feel as if Ethic is going to be, because he's a part of the second secret, he's going to be mad at Morgan, but it's not going to be the reason why you think he's going to be mad. I honestly believe that Morgan is going to be, Ethic, is going to be upset because Morgan didn't tell him sooner. Far as Bash, rumor has it, because I don't have Clubhouse, apparently in the Clubhouse app, because I don't have the Clubhouse app, Ashley said that Bash is going to die in book 4, but she didn't tell us when he's going to die, how he's going to die, or who is going to kill him. So if my predictions are correct, I feel as Morgan is going to get fed up and kill him. That's who I think is going to, I think Morgan either Ethic or Ethic, Messiah, and Meek when they find out exactly what happened and how what happened. So I really do think all three of them are going to bond together and kill him. But I honestly, like, there's a 99% chance in me that Morgan's going to kill Bash. Don't know how and don't know when, but I do feel as if Morgan's going to kill Bash. Book 4 comes out in April of this year. She's not doing it on Amazon. I think you got to directly buy it from her. I believe pre-orders are still on sale, so I think the next time that I get paid, I'm going to go ahead and pre-order the book, because April is my birthday month. If you guys didn't know, I am an April's baby, Aries Nation. April 18th, I'll be 29 this year. So yeah, so this was, like I said, it was good, but like I said, there was some scenes in here that I did cry, I'm not gonna lie, but there was some scenes that was just like, Morgan, get it together. So I did rate this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So the next book that I read that was on my Kindle, I read like a lot of novellas this year, a lot of novellas during Christmas time, because like when everybody was outside, it gets cold in South Carolina, so I did not go outside. I just basically chilled and read. So the book that I did read was it was Can't Wait for Love by Parker Jones. That basically was a very, very cute New Year's Eve book. I rated that a 5 out of 5. I also read Borrowed at Christmas by Cherish Moore. This book had me on the edge of my seat. This book tells the story of a girl named, hold on, it's popping up because I really don't know the name. I forgot her name. Lennox. She's the main character. Lennox is a plus size girl, and she's from Virginia, but she lives in LA. Her mom is basically begging her to come to Christmas, and because her sister has a boyfriend. Come to find out, the sister is dating Lennox's ex-boyfriend. Not only that, Lennox's ex-boyfriend proposed to Lennox's sister. And so she doesn't want to go alone, so she decides to bring Kaiser with her, who is her co-worker. At the same time, Kaiser is basically like, does like her, but she's kind of like backing away. So when he gets, so it's not even 5 minutes when they get home, like, she's getting criticized by her mom. And the book, and it just gets worse and worse and worse, because her sister does, like, is very, very, like, chastising and very, very, her sister, I wanted to box the sister. I'm sorry. I wanted to beat the sister ass for her, because her sister was basically like, whenever Lennox has something on, because she is plus size, she was like, well, you don't need to wear that, and I think you need to like lose weight, because that's how you lost your ex-boyfriend, because of me, blah blah blah, this is that. Kind of find out the brother, Lennox's ex-boyfriend, and Brooklyn were messing around with each other while he was dating Lennox in the first place. So, and the mother was worse. The only person that actually was like kind of like a savior was Lennox's dad, but at the same time, the dad was kind of letting the shit happen too. And Kaiser was just like, bro, like, I'm tired of saving you. You gotta stand up for yourself. And it gets better and better, but there's one big secret that the sister kind of like spills on Kaiser before Kaiser gets a chance to talk to Lennox about, and it kind of like diffuses it kind of like puts a strain on their relationship, but at the same time, because of that secret, they kind of get back together and minute together. I definitely love the dynamic between the two. Like I said, besides the mom and the sister, I just couldn't do it, because I probably would have beat my sister ass. I'm sorry. But like, Lennox had a lot more patience and a lot more stuff than me. But as you read on, you get to see that she's used to it, because that's how she's used to it, because she's been doing that all her life. So that's why she really comes home. I think they said like that was her first time home in like 2 to 3 years after her boyfriend broke up with her or something like that. So really good book. First time ever reading Cherish Monet, so I thought that was dope. So I think I rated that a 5 out of 5. The next book that I read 2 books by one of my homeboys, my little bro, Alex Knight, called I Love My Daughter and Real Friends. I Love My Daughter is a very, very messy entanglement story. Even though it's a very, very quick read, it was dope. Like, it had me on the edge of my seat. It tells the story of 3 friends who have basically have a threesome, and then 2 of the friends get married, while the other friend has a daughter, or has a son, and then the son becomes a transgender, and then the 2 married couple and two people that are married. The husband steps out on the wife, and then come to find out that he starts messing with the other friend's son, who's now a woman. They fell in love, and when the daughter wants her mom to meet the person that she was messing with, come to find out the person that she's messing with is her father. Yes, her father. So I was just like, oh, when I just see like, to say this is his like one of his first ever books, I was like, whoa. Okay, Alex, I see what you're going with that. And then Real Friends is about two friends that one of them is getting engaged, the other one is a single girl, and then you kind of realize that the one that's single really ain't shit because she is messing with her best friend's man. And towards the end of the book, you find that out, and then in order to keep her tracks hidden, she kind of like recruits a girl from the guy's job to play like the victim role when like nationality, like in reality, it's the friend that's messing with her best friend's man. So both books were definitely quick reads, but definitely on the edge of my seat. So shout out to you, Alex, because they were dope as fuck. The next book that I got done reading was, like I said, now novella. So it was Santa Baby, Behind the Mask, When the Ball Drops, and Baby It's Cold Outside. So Santa Baby, Behind the Mask, and When the Ball Drops are all by Cassandra B. And then Baby It's Cold Outside and Midnight is by Sky Moon. Like I said before, those are like the first, like I read those books. I read books before from them, but these were the first actual books that I actually got to read. And I loved all of them. I think my favorite one has to be Santa Baby and Behind the Mask, just because definitely Behind the Mask for sure, because it was a friends, like kind of like a childhood friends to lover thing, and the way that the two main characters reconnected was a very spontaneous and very sexy way, and I might add, definitely excellent. Between Baby It's Cold Outside and Midnight, I think I'm gonna have to do this is hard. I think I'm gonna have to do Midnight, because that one tells the story of two strangers who have a weekend getaway over a year ago, and then they come back together because the female main character is the best friend of the girl from Baby It's Cold Outside, and then the male main character is the brother of the male main character in Baby It's Cold Outside, so you can see how the dynamic kind of changes and stuff. So definitely great books. Sky Moon and Cassandra B are like basically my favorites now, like for sure. Not because I am sorry to them, I'm just saying they're definitely my favorites for sure. So yeah, that's what I read like on my Kindle. So I read a lot more books, but I didn't like I said, buying my Kindle, because this is like what I have on my Kindle right now. Buying this has been the best for me. I'm just gonna say that this has been a very hefty investment, because like I said, I read more on my Kindle than I do on paperback now. So because like I said, like Kindle gave me a lot more authors to check out, definitely Black female authors to check out, you know, get to know, study their work, read their work, study the work, how they did this, how they did that. So buying my Kindle has been the best investment for me. So for this January, since it's January now, I do want to get some more, and before I start my editing process of my book, I definitely want to get into more reading. So on here, I decided to get a book called Thirsty When Wet by India T. Norfleet. And the synopsis is, Melody doesn't trust her heart when it comes to men anymore, but her shattered heart still hasn't completely given up on love. When a smooth-talking, rude, but extremely tall glass of hot chocolate, better known as Saint Hartwell, crosses her path, Melody is furious with his very existence, but also instantly extremely aroused. So much so, she can't think of anything else but the way his body feels against her own. Very quickly, this man leaves her body thirsty for his touch, dripping wet and secretly yearning for a deeper connection. Furious that he's breaking every rule she set in place to secure the only thing that matters to her anymore, Melody hides behind fear and pain from her past in hopes of ensuring her heart is never broken again. Will Melody fall victim to Saint's charm, the bulge in his gray sweatpants, and the love that doesn't hesitate to give, or does Melody decide that just too much damage to be loved? The day Melody Davis walks into his life, Saint is intrigued and immediately attracted to her. Unfortunately, he wasn't having the best day, and by the time he reacted, it was too late to stop disaster from striking. Within the moment of chaos, something happened that Saint hadn't known how to prepare for, something that had the power to change his life forever. Aim, uncontrollably intense passion, unexpected emotions, and a newfound appreciation for all things Melody, Saint revisits his own views of love. Normally, his stance was that he could take or leave love. He doesn't believe anyone has soulmates anymore until he realizes that he's falling for Melody. Will Melody become the greatest joy and love of his life, or just another reason for him to steer clear of love forever? Sounds good. It was supposed to come out New Year's Day, but I think something happened with Amazon, so I think it was like in the sale reviews, so it came out yesterday. I've already heard great things about the book already. It is a #1 seller on Amazon Kindle Unlimited, so that's very, very dope. This is going to be my first read by India T. Norfleet, so I'll let you guys know how I like it. So this is the book that I'm going to be reading on my Kindle. Far as paperback, and because I did not get a chance to read her book, and because this book comes out like in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be reading Wings of Ebony by J.L. If you want to know the synopsis of the book, I'll leave my December TBR in the cards. But this book comes out on January 26th, guys. Very, very soon. Like I said, I am part of the Ruse Crew. So if Ruse Crew, if you're watching, gang, I am a part of it. I have nothing but great things about this book. A lot of people are rating it a 5 out of 5 stars. It is one of the highly anticipated books of 2021. It is also a top fave for fantasy and black girl magic. So I'm super, the fact that I've been having this book and I haven't read it is like shocking, is a shame to me. But I do plan to read this before the actual book comes out in stores. So yes, so I'm super excited. I do have JL coming on Brutal Honesty as a Arthur Spotlight in March. So I'm very honored and very appreciative of her. Very appreciative, there you go, of her to be actually doing this. So yes, I gotta read the book. So Wings of Ebony comes out January 26th, so definitely make sure you pre-order. But when you pre-order, make sure you try to pre-order on Barnes & Noble, because Barnes & Noble has the exclusive edition of the book. So yeah, and stay tuned because I got the approval of JL to do a book giveaway, and I actually might do it. I haven't decided if I'm going to actually do it or not, but I actually might do it. So stay tuned and make sure you follow my Instagram for that information. And then the next book I'm going to read, I got for Christmas. This was on my Christmas list and I got it. It is called Give Me You by A.C. Taylor from the Love Me Right series. So this is I believe this is the first book of the Love Me Right series. Yes. Yeah. I believe this is the first book of the Love Me series. Yeah, I think it is. So I've heard nothing but great things about this book. This is my first time ever getting a book by A.C. Taylor. And the synopsis is, Cant had one job, sex Nikki like crazy and make her forget about all the drama with her ex. Okay, maybe he had two. Bottom line, he was supposed to give her what she needed with no strings attached. That meant no feelings, no expectations, and most importantly, no surprises. But somehow he failed at the last part. Something so simple quickly turned into something way too complicated. The line between friends had been crossed and the unexpected was staring them right in the face. A positive pregnancy test. Now what? Feelings were involved, expectations were too high, and Cant was changing right before Nikki's eyes. Suddenly, the man she known for years was trying to hang up his Playboy hat. But the problem wasn't that he was trying to turn over a new leaf. It was that he was asking for all along. He wanted one thing that Nikki didn't know how to give. He wanted her. All of her. What happens when an unexpected pregnancy brings heightened feelings to the surface? Will Nikki be able to swallow her pride and let love win? Or will Cant show his true colors and prove that he hasn't changed one bit? So this is an uninspected pregnancy trope book. It kind of gives me a little bit of Oops by Alexandria Warren. Where's Oops? right here. Oops, I think will leave was my top 3 book of 2020. It gives me a little bit of Oops, but in Oops, it also an unexpected pregnancy, but this one is an enemies to lover story, while this one is a friends to lover story, unexpectedly pregnancy. So I'm excited to read it. Like I said, this is gonna probably most likely, because I have nothing else to do in my life tonight, I actually might read it tonight. So knowing me, I probably will, because yeah, I know me. But I'm excited to read it. Like I said, I am trying to get more into reading paperback, but because I got my Kindle, that's my baby, and I can take my Kindle anywhere and everywhere I go. I've just been reading a lot more books on my Kindle than I have paperback, so I'm not going to try to let this collect dust if I don't have to. So I'm definitely going to be reading this book, and plus Thirsty When Wet and Wings of Ebony, of course. But guys, that is my December wrap up / January TBR. This is the first book of 2020. No, well, I said 2020. 2021. I'm still in 2020. I need to get out of there. 2021, excuse me. And yeah, so let me guys know what you have plans for 2021. Let me know what you're reading for the January 2021, and also let me know in the comments what you guys want more from, like what you guys want from me this year for sure. Do you guys want me to do more tags, more talk about more romances? If you want me to keep doing my author spotlights on here, let me know for sure. I do plan to do my urban fiction haul volume 2 series very shortly. I'm debating on if I want to do Jaquavis first or Ashley and Jaquavis. I haven't decided yet, but I definitely am going to be doing that very soon. So expect that video to be out probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And yeah, so far as my book, guys, I am signed to a Black owned publishing company. Not gonna tell you which one it is, because I'm still waiting on my logo to get finished, and then once my logo gets completely finished, then I'll come back on here and talk about that process. But I am signed to a big time published company. It's Black owned, Black women, of course. I'm very honored and blessed to do that, to be not only to be thought of, but the fact that they actually wanted to sign me when it's my first book. I'm just honored and blessed. I did cry when I got the email saying that they wanted to work with me. So yeah, I'm happy. Make sure you guys, I did do a Instagram, a Twitter, a Facebook page, and a Facebook group under the name of Author KayReenea. That is, KayReenea is my pen name now. So if you guys want to follow me, and those would be like all the updates, all the editing, when I do my editing process, all the updates on the book, those 4 will have the exclusive to when I do have my release date, my book cover, all that. So you gotta follow. I'll definitely put those in the link below. And yeah, guys, so my 2021 is starting off really excellent, and I'm very happy and very blessed for it. So that is all. Until next time, if you're a real one, you know what to do. Leave an orange heart in the comments below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @KTheBookworm_. I do follow back, and I do react and I do interact with you guys. I love you, and next time, have faith, have confidence, be you, always love you, and I'll talk to you guys later.